All right, are you ready for it? Let's start talking about themes here in WordPress and applying different themes to your blog. So by default, if you're still working on the same theme that I've been working on here, this is our default Kubrick theme, of course with the blue header across the top and the sidebar running down the right-hand side with all of our items inside there, and of course our main blog loop happening there in the main part of our interface there. And if I scroll all the way down to the bottom here, we also have the footer here. Jeff's Snazzy WordPress blog is proudly powered by WordPress. And of course we have the rounded corners happening here and the drop shadows and all that good stuff, right? So I want to talk about applying new themes to our blog. And this is really interesting stuff because the term theme, design, and template really are all synonymous. A lot of times people will refer to your blog's design. Well, really that ties into the theme. And again, the theme is really being driven by something called PHP and something else called CSS, or Cascading Style Sheets. So let's take a look at how to apply a new theme to your WordPress blog. So I'm going to keep my preview tab open inside my browser. I'll flip over to the admin console, that admin backend for my blog. And what I'll do here is I'll head down to Appearance over on the left-hand side, and I'll click on Themes. Okay, now inside this Manage Themes screen, there's our current theme at the very top, the WordPress Default 1.6. And the default WordPress theme is based on the famous Kubrick theme. And all of the theme's files are located in, so it's going to be your web URL, jeff-blake.com or whatever the case may be, and then wp-content, and then /themes/default. That's the path to the themes files, right? And down at the bottom there, they also have some tags: blue, custom header, fixed width, 2 columns, widgets, and so on. Okay, now at this point, you and I only have one other theme available to us. When you want to go and use themes and apply themes to your blogs, you have to install them. And we'll talk about installing themes in just a little while here. But I'm going to scroll down here and take a look at my available themes, which of course is below the current theme there. And the only other available theme that you and I have is WordPress Classic 1.5, this fella here. The original WordPress theme that graced versions 1.2 and prior. This theme's files are located in, and then there's your path once again. And then below that, we also have some tags. So mantle color, variable width, 2 columns, widgets. Okay, so let's take a look at this WordPress Classic 1.5. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to single click on them there. And what we get here is a preview window that appears on top of our admin console. And it gives us a preview of what our blog would look like if we went ahead and actually applied this blog theme to our current WordPress blog. So, for example, I can see my title running across the top there. I can see my posts happening inside the sort of the main area here on the left. There's the date. There's my title for my blog post. But check this out, the file under, and then there's all my keywords and my tags, right? So some of that metadata is shuffled around a little bit. It was created by Jeff at 9:20 p.m. and so on. And then there's the main content for the post. And then below that, we have our comments, 2 comments on this guy. And then, of course, we have the same sort of setup for the other guys there. Look at that more tag, though. So again, a lot of the look and feel of our blog is really being determined by the theme that's controlling the blog. Of course, running down the right-hand side, we have our sidebar. There's our pages, our blog roll, friends and links, that list of links that you and I created, and then our categories, and then search, and then we have some other stuff here too, archives and meta. All right, so let's actually go and apply this theme to our blog. So what I'm going to do is up in the top right corner, go ahead and click on Activate WordPress Classic. That's really all there is to it, to apply a new theme to your blog. New theme activated. This theme supports widgets. Please visit the widget settings page to configure them. We'll talk about widgets in a little while if we have enough time, but now the current theme is the WordPress Classic 1.5. Okay, great. We're looking awesome here. Notice that if I scroll all the way down to the bottom of the screen, there's no Save Changes button or anything like that, so we're pretty much ready to roll here. So what I'm going to do now is I want to go and preview my live blog. So head back to your preview tab. Notice we still have the old theme applied here because we haven't refreshed yet. So go ahead and hit Command R or Control R on the Windows side there. And there's our new theme being applied to our blog. So there we go. The process of actually applying a new theme to your blog is very straightforward. You'll notice some things that might require some fix-ups, like the title of my blog I should really go and fix up, and possibly a few other things, right? Maybe I don't want to have that nested category action happening there, and so on. So there you go. Pretty straightforward. Now, the important thing to remember here, and this is always the tricky thing to kind of wrap the old noodle around, is we haven't changed the content of your blog. All of your posts are still intact. The titles of your posts, all of your comments, static pages that you've created, lists of links, everything is still there. But what's changed now is the presentation of all of that content.